is that, you see, music helps us to feel feelings. If it wasn't for a 4th grade public school music education program for me, I don't think I really would have been able to process the traumas of being a foster child. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Music, arts, all those kind of... One of my heroes in my life was Mr. Rogers. I know. So, see, it takes courage to clap about Mr. Rogers. You know, it does. Because you're like, is anybody going to notice it's me clapping? Because I know, because everybody used to, like, think, I'd look at Mr. Rogers, and what really got me watching Mr. Rogers was Eddie Murphy doing Saturday Night Live, right? Making fun of Mr. Rogers and all that kind of stuff. And I remember watching Mr. Rogers when all my older brothers and sisters in my foster home were all graduated and out of high school. My younger brother wasn't home from elementary school yet. And so I would sit there, this is a long time ago, this is way before cable TV. You know, I know. I can't even imagine life without cable now. But we just had a little TV, a little 13-inch black and white TV downstairs. Yeah, black and white, didn't even have color. Right? And we didn't have a remote control. Oh. We had to walk uphill both ways just to change the channel. And it used, you know, there's a knob. It wasn't like a button you'd push, it was a knob. Actually, it wasn't even a knob, it was a vice script. And that's how you change the channel. And we didn't have cable. We had this coat hanger for an antenna. And you change it into the shape of whatever season it was. I remember this time it was in a Christmas tree, because that was Christmas time was coming up, and whatever the seasons would change, we'd change the coat hanger to a different season. And the only way you could actually get Channel 9, because there was only ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS, right? And so the only way we could get our Channel 9, which was PBS, was I had to touch the corner of the Christmas tree and hold my leg out and watch. And I remember the day like it was yesterday. Mr. Rogers saying to this man in a shoe factory, "Do you ever think about the people that wear your shoes?" And I remember this man like, "Are you really asking me that question?" And then I remember, I saw him as a teenager looking at this guy going, "Well, you know, Mr. Rogers, I think about them all the time." And that touched me. That changed me. Because suddenly I was thinking, you know, if I'm the best violinist that I can be, maybe someday my mom, my real mom, will be in an audience. And you know what happened? I performed in Seattle at Benaroya Hall. My mom was sitting in the front row. I mean, I knew she was going to be there because another whole other story, but it really happened. And I also think about all the people that have my CDs and the times and situations in which they listen to it. Let's listen to that really sad violin music. Oh boy. But then there are other moments when I get emails and people Facebooking and MySpacing me, telling me that my music helped them mourn the loss of a family member or process their own traumas. That's the power of the art that y'all do. And you're thinking, I'm not a filmmaker, if you're not a filmmaker. If you are a filmmaker, you're thinking, yeah. That's the power of what you do. You help people feel their feelings, not make them feel your feelings. You help them feel their feelings. I look at this group of people, and I'm honored to be among you. I'm proud of you. Because when I told my high school teacher, I want to be an actor when I grow up, my drama teacher, this is what Dr. B said to me on that day. I said, I want to be an actor. I mean, not just an actor, like a hobby actor. I want to be a professional actor. I want to be a professional performer, a professional entertainer. You know what he said? He said, well, then you better learn how to fall off a horse. Because that's the only kind of role you'll ever get as a Native American.
Wow. Oh, man.
Don't you just hate that guy? And I really hated him on the day I showed up, my first day on the set of Northern Exposure. We were filming a parade scene and I was an extra. I had my violin with me. And this poor production assistant came up to me and he said, hey, you know how to ride a horse? I said, no, I play the violin. See, I forgot that what Dr. B said after that is that in order for you to be a real actor, one worthy of your skills, gifts, and talents, you gotta be a producer. You gotta create your own story. You gotta share from your heart the human experience of holding yourself down or being put down and then rising above it. That's the only way you'll ever be a professional entertainer. Dr. Beef, in his own way, was my hero. And each and every single one of you, for being here, you are my hero. I have gratitude inside me that I may never be able to understand or be able to express with words. So I'd like to offer you a song on my violin called The Honor of All. The title comes from a phrase Native elders met at the University of Lethbridge in 1983 to address substance abuse and a whole bunch of different social problems all across North America, on reservations, and in First Nations communities. Their conclusion, after looking at all the possibilities, was the hurt of one is the hurt of all, and the honor of one is the honor of all. You